Israel has told BBC Verify this is because more weaponry and terrorist assets were discovered throughout the day.
And as always, an AK-47.
Israel also says its video is a single shot with no edits. But this appears to be an edit. We don't know the reasons for that edit, nor how significant it is. The IDF, though, says suggestions it's manipulating the media are incorrect.
You know things are not going well for you when even the BBC think that you are not being honest. You know things are not going well for you when even the BBC cannot defend you. This is how low Israel has fallen. In fact, this whole thing against Hamas has opened up a lot of eyes on Israel. People are beginning to see who or what Israel really is and how far the Israeli authority would go just so to get what they want, and how careless and how clueless they can become. For far too long, Israel, at least their authorities, have portrayed themselves as people who keep to international laws, as the best democracy in the Middle East, as an exemplary country that many Middle Eastern countries should follow or should emulate, and how they have always wanted peace. They have sincerely wanted peace. If and only if Hamas wasn't standing in the way. If and only if the Palestinian Authority in the West Bank wasn't as weak and ineffective as they are. They would have gotten peace long time ago, if not of all this. And Benjamin Netanyahu has said that he loves peace and he would hope that peace is being brought to the Middle East and peace being made between the Israelis and the Palestinians. And that has always been his major goal and objective. We echo that again and again. But let's watch this BBC video and see how much lies, or better still, inconclusive evidence that were presented by Israel's defense forces after they raided the Al-Shifa hospital. Let's watch.
This IDF animation, posted in late October, claims to represent a Hamas tunnel system underneath the hospital. But having been inside Al-Shifa since early Wednesday, Israel's yet to produce evidence of the tunnels. It has allowed the BBC and Fox News to film at the hospital, though only locations of Israel's choice.
This is what they found.
Israel also released its own 7-minute video, which BBC Verify has analysed. A watch, visible in that video, suggests it was filmed a few hours before the BBC arrived. And this IDF video was posted, then deleted, then reposted, this time without a section referring to an Israeli soldier who'd been held hostage.
I don't know when this was used the last time.
Also in the video, we see a room with an MRI machine.
And if you zoom in and we get some light over here, what you'll be able to see is military equipment.
The BBC was shown the same room. And what we see in the two videos doesn't precisely match. For example, there's one gun in the IDF video, two by the time of the BBC footage. Israel has told BBC Verify this is because more weaponry and terrorist assets were discovered throughout the day.
And as always, an AK-47.
Israel also says its video is a single shot with no edits. But this appears to be an edit. We don't know the reasons for that edit, nor how significant it is. The IDF, though, says suggestions it's manipulating the media are incorrect. The IDF video also shows military equipment in other locations. though we can't verify how it came to be there. And what we see in this IDF video doesn't equate to Israel's description of al-Shifa as an operational command center for Hamas. The US is using a different phrase, saying al-Shifa was used as a command and control node. That implies a much smaller facility. And as Israel makes the case for this operation, let's consider the Geneva Conventions, the foundations of the rules of war. They state that hospitals can lose their protection if they are used to commit acts harmful to the enemy. Israel believes Hamas has done this in al-Shifa and says that what's been discovered so far is just the start.
You know, when you've told too many lies, right, there comes a point when keeping those lies became very, very difficult. You know, that is why it's always advisable to just say the truth. Because if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything, right? It's just there. But if you tell a lie, it's very, very difficult for you to maintain that lie. Lies only needs more lies to cover up the lies. It's like a never-ending circle. You just have to keep spinning it again and again and again and again. Israel has told too many lies that people are beginning to question if what they've learned so far or what they know so far about Israel can actually be the truth. People are beginning to question that because the authorities in Israel have told so many lies that people cannot even wrap their head around. People cannot even begin to imagine what they are hearing. And the most sad and painful thing about all this is that the Israeli authorities do not care if people can see clearly through the lies they are spreading. They don't care if people know they are lies. It's like you tell people something and you yourself know you're lying. And you yourself know that those people you're telling those stories to know that you're lying. But you told them anyway. It's like, I don't care if you guys know I'm lying or not. I'm just going to tell you anyway. And this is the same kind of story we from the African continent get every now and then, right? Our leaders will come up with terrible stories. And they will tell us things that we clearly know they are lying, right? We know they are lying. And they know we know they are lying. But they tell us anyway. It's like, we don't care. If you know, you don't know, it's your problem. We don't care. We're just going to tell you what we want to tell you. If you believe us, fine. If you don't believe us, fine. By the way, we don't expect you guys to believe us, but we're going to tell you anyway. Because at the end of the day, what are you guys going to do? That is exactly it. So that they spread these lies and they know people don't believe the lies, but they spread them anyway. I have heard many people say that this might just be the end to the idea we all had about Israel. This might just be the end to all the propagandas they have been spreading about wanting to have peace with the Palestinians. This might just be the end to all their sweet talk and with all the fingers pointing that they have been doing towards the Palestinians, citing them not being willing to make peace with Israel. This might just be what exposes every single thing about Israel. Because people like Ben Shapiro have always stated that Palestine or Palestinian authorities are the ones not willing to have peace. That if everything was left to Israel or to the Israeli authorities, there would have been peace by now. That the only reason there is no peace in the Middle East, the only reason why Israel had got to put up this level of defense to protect themselves is because Palestinians do not want peace. And if these defenses are not put in place, Palestinians or Hamas will wipe Israel, will attack Israel. And that is why Israel had no choice but to put up these defensive mechanisms in place. But from leaked audios and videos, we have heard Benjamin Netanyahu saying how he sabotaged peace deals, how they openly support Hamas, because according to him, Hamas was that necessary evil. Hamas was that entity that we might not like, but we need it. Because Hamas was in loggerhead with the government in the West Bank. So Hamas, to them, was a better evil partner than the government in the West Bank. They said it. So they cannot pretend anymore. They cannot say Hamas is enemy number one when they have openly supported Hamas. This has to stop. But you guys out there, when you watch this video on how BBC was able to challenge or kind of question the narrative that Israel put out about the Al-Shifa hospital, what is your take? And have you ever came across any instance where Israel has lied and they have been called out? Share your thoughts and opinions with us in the comment section below. Because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And also, don't forget to like this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel, because little bit of good we, like the one you're doing just now, help us a lot, and we shall ever be grateful to you. So thank you very much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one.